Iceland, an island nation located at the juncture of the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans, is marked by its dramatic landscape, which has shaped its history and culture. Throughout the ages, Iceland has been influenced by Norse and Celtic settlers, evident in its unique traditions and linguistic roots. The Vikings, known for their exploration and settlement, left an indelible mark on Icelandic culture, seen today in its literature and folklore. By preserving its stunning natural wonders and historical sites, we ensure that future generations can appreciate their beauty and continue to draw insights from the intriguing stories they offer, just as we're about to do today. Sturlagill Canyon. This natural wonder is famous for its columnar basalt rock formations and mesmerizing blue-green waters. The rock formations in the canyon are regarded as one of the country's largest collections of land basalt columns. The canyon gained more recognition when WOW Air, an Icelandic low-cost airline, featured it in its brochure. Interestingly, the river transforms into a grey-brown sensation when snow from the area melts in the spring. The canyon's beauty wasn't revealed until later, when a dam was constructed, sealing off the nearby river's water. On the eastern coast of the country stand the Vestrahorn Mountains. It was formed by the gradual cooling of magma, which was accompanied by an igneous rock formation, giving it a unique greenish-black color. Its stunning features make it an ideal attraction for photographers and enthusiasts. This imposing landscape is a popular shooting location for various movies and series, including Game of Thrones and the hit Bollywood film Dil Whale. The mountains rest in the vicinity of Stocksness Beach. One notable fact about this place is that it serves as the Iceland Air Defense System station to monitor the country's airspace. Fagradalsfjall, situated in the Reykjanes Peninsula, is an active volcano formed during the last glacial period. Its flat-topped, steep-sided shape makes it rare among volcanoes worldwide. No eruptions were recorded in the area for over 8 decades until scientists detected a fissure vent on the southern side of the mountain. It led to a unique, effusive eruption, suggesting that Fagradalsfjall could eventually transform into a shield volcano. On the southern coast of the country is the Diamond Beach. It is renowned for its black sand and the distinctive ice blocks that give the place its name. It is also a destination for millennia-old icebergs that have been washed ashore, reformed, and reduced to small pieces. One interesting feature of the beach is its reputation as a popular proposal spot. Near the beach lies the Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. It is a large glacial lake formed by the subsiding glaciers at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean. What's fascinating about this natural wonder is its size. It is said to have enlarged fourfold and is now considered the country's deepest lake. In addition, the site was a location for various Hollywood films such as Batman Begins and James Bond's Die Another Day. The icebergs floating in the lagoon originate from the Breitharmerkur Glacier. This site is famous for its dramatic scenery, where glacial sheets float calmly in the icy waters. According to studies, the glacier advanced in the 18th century, leading to the destruction of nearby farms. Over time, the icebergs in the area began to deteriorate, which in turn caused the Jökulsárlón Lagoon to increase in size. Breitharmerkur is an outlet for the larger Vatnajökull Glacier. Considered Europe's second largest ice cap, its name translates to Glacier of Lakes. One intriguing story of the ice field revealed the crash landing of a Douglas DC-4, an American four-engined airliner. What makes this place more remarkable is the number of movies and series filmed in its proximity. The glacier served as a setting for the James Bond spy film A View to a Kill and the American reality competition The Amazing Race. Alderjafoss Waterfall. Located in the Central Highlands, this natural spectacle is known as one of the country's most beautiful waterfalls. It got the nickname the perfect photographer location for its scenic views and terrain. Local myth says that the waterfall inspired the construction of Hallgrímskirkja, the largest church in the country, which we'll discuss a bit later in this video. The Kvitsirkja Cliff is a stunning sea stack situated in the waters of the Vatsnes Peninsula. People believe that this monolith was based on an elephant, a rhino, or a living dinosaur. Legends claim that the cliff is a petrified troll who once lived in the remote area of Strandir. The creature attempted to destroy the bells of the nearby convent, but was captured by the sun's rays and turned to stone. However, a scientific theory suggests that the monolith is a volcanic dike that has been eroded by the sea. Fjarðargljúfur Canyon, often known as Feather River Canyon, is a striking geological wonder in the southeast of the country. This heritage site was developed through the progressive erosion of glacial waters over millions of years. Its popularity increased when Canadian singer Justin Bieber featured it in his music video, I'll Show You. Unfortunately, the spike in tourist activity caused environmental concerns and forced the authorities to close the canyon to visitors. Despite this, Fjarðar River continues to flow through the canyon. Formed during the last ice age, this river eroded rock formations, creating small waterfalls and shaping the canyon. Surrounded by glaciers, Mælifell is a composite cone volcano. It was formed by volcanic eruptions dating back to the most recent glacial period. The wet and flooded roads in the vicinity make this site inaccessible to tourists and locals in the winter. What makes this volcano interesting is its discovery. It was once hidden under the Mýrdalsjökull glacier and later surfaced when the glacial mass retreated. Another notable feature of this terrain is the meaning of its name, Measuring Hill, which is also used by 9 more mountains in the country. Thingvellir National Park is a rift valley famous for its unique geology. Its name translates to assembly fields, reflecting its history as a site where the country's annual parliament was held. This natural marvel marks the meeting point of the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates, allowing visitors to explore and walk between them. However, this also means that earthquakes are often experienced in this area. The national park is sometimes referred to as the coin fissure, a nod to the tradition of throwing coins into the cracks. This custom began after King Frederick VIII of Denmark visited the site in the 20th century. Skogafoss waterfall, situated on the Skoga River. This natural wonder is one of the country's biggest waterfalls. The rainbows formed by the vast amounts of spray in the cascade make it a stunning tourist destination. Local folklore tells the story of a hidden treasure that the Vikings stashed behind the waterfall. Years later, locals discovered it, but could only grab a ring from the side of the chest before it vanished completely. Another interesting fact about the waterfall is that it turned grey over a decade ago when the Eyjafjallajökull volcano erupted and covered it in ash. Not far from the Skogafoss waterfall stands a Drangurin rock formation. Icelandic legends say that a strong man placed this impressive boulder at its location, turning it into the home of the elves. The myth also claims that the elves dislike human interference, but are known for their goodwill in helping cows during childbirth. Intriguingly, a farm worker who was reportedly missing and on good terms with the mythical beings was believed to have married an elven lady. The Blue Lagoon is a widely known geothermal spa situated in a lava field near the Reykjanes Peninsula. It is renowned for its milky blue waters, which are caused by a high silica content. Interestingly, this man-made marvel has proven beneficial effects on psoriasis a skin disease. Even so, this lagoon is no stranger to criticism, facing considerable backlash after accepting customers despite a detected seismic swarm in the vicinity. In an incident now known as the White Island eruption, 22 people died and 25 others suffered burns and severe injuries. The Geyser geothermal area is a remarkable place in the southwest of the country. It is well known for its dramatic hot springs and active geothermal features. Within the area's boundaries is the Great Geyser. It was the first geyser to be discovered by Europeans 8 centuries ago. What makes this wonder remarkable is that it only becomes active after strong earthquakes and then remains dormant afterward. Unfortunately, it has been inactive for a period, with eruptions becoming unpredictable and occurring at intervals of up to 16 years. Another highlight of the Geyser geothermal area is the Stroker Geyser. Contrary to its less reliable counterpart, this fountain-type thermal spring erupts every 5 to 10 minutes. One troubling incident at the site involved an artist who once mixed food coloring with the hot spring, hoping to make the eruption pink. The artist was subsequently unwelcome, arrested, and fined. Gullfoss Waterfall is a stunning 3-step cascade located in the Havita River's canyon. It is also called the Golden Falls, as the water turns golden brown on sunny days. It is notable for its ancient history, which tells the story of the daughter of the waterfall's former owner. The myth claims she threatened to throw herself into the rapids to protect it from exploitation by her father and some foreign investors. On the western side of the country stands the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. On its shores, we find the Londrengar rocky basalt cliffs. These rock towers are among the most impressive in the country, earning them the nickname the Rocky Castle of Iceland. One native legend tells the story of elves inhabiting the cliffs, prompting farmers to avoid the nearby fields. On the same side of the peninsula is the Black Church of Budish. This parish chapel, built in the 19th century, has been used to celebrate traditional events such as weddings and musicals. What makes the building interesting is the method used to select its construction site. A man spun in circles until he was dizzy, then shot 3 arrows, with the final one determining the location of the construction. Within the borders of the Snæfellsnes Peninsula stand the villages of Arnastapi and Helnar. Life in these towns thrived on fishing and trade, making them significant hubs for the country in the past. Unfortunately, economic changes in the following centuries rapidly decreased the population in the area, especially in Helnar. It was not until tourism prospered in the region that the villages flourished again. Near the town of Arnastapi looms the Gatkletter basalt rock, often called Helnar's Arch. Snæfellsnes Peninsula is also home to the country's most beautiful and photographed mountain, Kirkjafell. Its dome-like shape and unique elegance have earned it the nickname the Church Mountain. The landscape complements the striking backdrop of the Kirkjafell waterfall, also known as Church Mountain Falls. In the past, Danish sailors who visited the area called it names like Sugartop or Coffin. Unfortunately, the glacial ridge is haunted by several tragic stories, including numerous travelers who fell to their death while hiking. Kirkjafell Mountain forms a small peninsula where Grundarfjörður town is located. Historically, the district's fishing sector contributed significantly to its wealth. One intriguing aspect of the town is the discovery of ancient artifacts within its territory, highlighting the significant trading activity dating back to the Viking period. The Andi waterfall is a natural monument situated on the West Fjords Peninsula. It is recognized as the biggest in the region, giving it the nickname Jewel of the West Fjords. Often called Fjallfoss, this waterfall is famous for its characteristic look, resembling a bridal veil. Its local name means thunderous, reflecting the powerful sound of this majestic cascade. Moreover, native myths suggest that a supernatural being resides at this spot. Grabrock Crater volcano is situated within the vast Berserker lava field. This imposing landscape is recognized as one of the longest volcanic systems in the country. The crater was formed through a fissure eruption that occurred several centuries ago. Interestingly, the crater's name translates to grey pants, which refers to the grass moss on its lower slopes during dry weather. The Arctic Henge is a collection of statues and stone arches. It is inspired by a poem of Edda, the Bible of Norse mythology, prophesizing the story of how the world is created and how it will end. Gothafos Waterfall, often called the Waterfall of Gods, this serene cascade is remarkably one of the most distinguished natural treasures in the country. What makes this place interesting is the origin of its name. According to local folklore, the Norwegians threatened to invade the country if they didn't convert from the Old Norse religion to Christianity. A law speaker tasked with making the final decision sought guidance from the Norse gods and chose Christianity for the safety of the people. He later threw the statues of the Norse gods into a waterfall, which is now known as Gothafos. The Lackey craters are eruption fissures within a large volcanic system. It had the most poisonous eruption in history, lasting 8 months and causing massive damage internationally. The catastrophe led to the deaths of over 50% of the country's livestock and left a large portion of the crops in ruins. Furthermore, the eruption contributed to European famines and droughts in India and North Africa. On the southern side of the craters lies the Eldhraun lava field. It is considered the world's largest lava flow, formed during the eruption of the Lackey craters. A noteworthy fact about the lava field is that the Apollo 11 crew used it as a training ground for their moonwalk. Svartifoss waterfall is famous for its sharp rocks and stunning basalt formations. It was formed hundreds of years ago through solidified lava sculpting itself into pillars. The dark columns surrounding this striking cascade give it the name the Black Waterfall. It has inspired various remarkable architectural designs and artworks in the country, including the sculpture Milestones by American abstract artist Richard Serra. Eystrahorn. Unlike its twin mountain Vestrahorn, this hidden gem is a less popular destination. What makes this terrain fascinating is a change in its name. It was previously called Valneshorn, while Eystrahorn was once used for the Vestrahorn mountain. It translates to Horn of the East, highlighting its location in the easternmost part of the country. One interesting feature of the mountains is the minerals found there, such as gold, silver, and mercury. Hauifoss and Granny waterfalls. These giant wonders, located in the Central Highlands, both originate from the Fossa River. Standing side by side, these magical cascades are believed to be siblings sharing the same hiking route. Local legends say that a troll once lived behind Hauifoss. He would roam every night and have to return home before sunrise to avoid turning to stone. Another version of the folklore suggests that the mythical creature was a female ogre. She once punished a traveler who threw a stone into the falls by dragging him out of his tent at night. Rauthisander Beach is known for its magnificent red sands. The color changes from yellow and orange to red, depending on the weather and season. This serene place is a setting for the murders at Sunda, a 19th century event where a man and woman killed their spouses so they could be together. Vestmannaeyjar is surrounded by 15 uninhabited islets. Also called the Westman Islands, this community houses over 4,000 residents. It is home to prominent volcanoes that have influenced the history of the region. One of them is Eldfett, a volcano whose catastrophic eruption forced the inhabitants to evacuate. The citizens returned to their homes shortly afterward, refusing to give up the beautiful island. Over the years, the islanders have preserved the tradition of puffling patrol, an activity designed to protect the puffin colonies on the islands. One of the amazing sights in the country's southern region is the Seljalandsfoss waterfall. This scenic cascade was featured in the American science fiction TV series Star Trek Discovery. A plan to build a visitor center here sparked controversy and was discontinued, as many feared it would ruin the spectacular view of the waterfall. Another fascinating feature of the falls is the scenery it provides in winter. Located on the southern coast is Reynisfjara Black Sand Beach. It is a popular tourist spot for its black volcanic ash and dark rocks. Unfortunately, it is considered one of the most dangerous beaches in the country for its sneaker waves. They can appear without warning and are notorious for causing harm, with the latest victim being a Chinese visitor who tragically drowned in 2021. The beach provides a magnificent view of the basalt columns. These natural marvels are formed by lava that is cooled after flowing into the nearby ocean. Just off the coast are the basalt sea stacks. Native myths suggest that these rock pillars were ancient trolls turned to stone by the sun. Conversely, scientific theories explain that they were the byproducts of volcanic activities millions of years ago. Situated near the Black Sand Beach, Vik Village, also known as Viki Myrtil, offers another angle to see the sea stacks. Historically, the land was uninhabited until it became a trade center for farmers and merchants in the 19th century. A notable fact about the village is that the US journal Islands magazine once ranked its beach among the top 10 most beautiful on Earth. Reykjavik, the capital of the country, is also its largest city. With a population of over 100,000 people, it is a remarkable place, being the center of commerce, fishing, and culture. Nearly half of the country's industries thrive in this metropolis. The city showcases the Hallgrímskirkja Church. This Lutheran parish is recognized as the 6th tallest structure in the entire nation. The architects sought inspiration from various landscapes, including Svartifoss and Aldiafoss waterfalls. Traditionally, the design of the church was influenced by Thor's hammer. On the city's coast rests the Sun Voyager sculpture. This masterpiece symbolizes the promise of discovery, hope, progress, and freedom. Dettifoss is known as the most powerful waterfall in the country. It is often called the Niagara of Europe, signifying its world-recognized beauty. Its name translates to tumbling falls, featuring its rugged terrain and dramatic scenery. The paths of the cascade were carved out by ancient floods and glacial rivers thousands of years ago. There were plans to use the area to generate hydropower, but they were discontinued due to the unsuitable texture of the nearby lava formations. Located on the southwestern edge of the Reykjanes Peninsula is Vallanukjamál. This geological marvel is known for its well-rounded stones and spiky rock structures. They were formed by powerful storms and extreme bursts of sea waves caused by frequent earthquakes in the area. What makes this place fascinating is the belief that trolls once resided here. The Landmannalaugar Mountains are known for their impressive peaks. Its abundance of rhyolite, a magma-formed igneous rock, makes this terrain burst with vivid colors. Historically, the site was used both as a shelter and a place of relaxation for exhausted travelers. The mountains are home to the Brennisteinssalta, commonly called the Sulphur Wave Crater. This colorful tourist attraction showcases a vast obsidian lava field created by an eruption in the 15th century. Hraunfossa waterfall is a series of creeks and springs cascading out of a vast lava field. This scenery offers a range of views, from clear turquoise water to milky white streams. Another gem located upstream along the path is the Barnefoss waterfall. Interestingly, these two waterfalls both originate from the country's second largest glacier, Langjökull. Thorsmork Valley is a mountain ridge situated in the Southern Highlands. It is named after a Norse god, earning it the title the Valley of Thor. Thorsmork originally refers to the valley, but it is informally used to describe the whole region up to the Eyjafjallajökull glacier. Tíðarley Peninsula is a former volcanic island resting on the southeastern coast of the country. In the past, sea travelers referred to this headland as Cape Portland. What's interesting about this place is that it was created through an underwater eruption dating back to the last ice age. The island, believed to be a century old, is a safe habitat for puffins and seabirds. In front of the cape stands the Tíðarley Sea Arch, a lava formation that gives the area its distinctive identity, earning it the name Door Hill Island. Overlooking the Atlantic Ocean and the Sea Arch is the Tíðarley Lighthouse. Built in the 20th century, this castle-shaped structure is believed to have once hosted a rental suite, which is unfortunately closed now. Viðfjall Crater is a tough ring volcano, often called Hot Spring Mountain. It last erupted several millennia ago and covered the nearby terrain with ash, leaving the surrounding vegetation fragile. Unfortunately, it can take several years for the moss in the landscape to regrow, making it important not to tear it up. Just near the crater lies the shallow lake of Mývatn. Interestingly, its name is used not exclusively for the lake, but also for the surrounding wetlands. On the lake's northern part, the Krabla volcanic system stands as a dominant key point. It is ranked among the country's most explosive volcanoes, having erupted 29 times since the nation's early settlement. One major eruption lasted 5 years during the 18th century, destroying 3 farms and spreading toxic ash and fumes throughout the region. But miraculously, no one was directly killed in this natural phenomenon, now known as the Mývatn fires. One of the most magnificent outlets in the Krabla volcanic system is the Viti crater lake. Notably, this stunning location was formed by the Mývatn fires, which refers to a series of volcanic eruptions that occurred during the 18th century. Additionally, the water in the crater changes from aqua blue to turquoise green, depending on the angle of sunlight and weather conditions. Just a few kilometers away from Viti Crater Lake, you'll find Kuvirish Adnjamofet. This extraordinary site not only offers spectacular views of mudpots and other volcanic formations, but also provides a unique glimpse into the Earth's geothermal activity. However, the area appears barren due to its high acidity and low levels of vegetation, which add to its otherworldly atmosphere. Moreover, a geothermal power plant built nearby has sparked debate, with NGOs raising concerns about its potential negative impact on the environment. Within the region's boundaries, the Dimmerborgish lava formations offer a unique sight with their characteristic stone pillars and rugged terrain. These rock landforms, commonly called dark castles, were formed through numerous volcanic eruptions over the centuries. According to local folklore, these stone castles are believed to connect Earth with the underworld. Another myth suggests it is the place where Satan created the labyrinths of hell. Gleimish is the second tallest waterfall in the country. It was once recognized as the most towering cascade in the nation until it was surpassed by another waterfall over a decade ago. Its name translates to loud, echoing rumble, which originates from a native legend. An elven woman, wielding powerful magic, transformed a man into a whale. Enraged by his curse, the man, now a whale, drowned the sons of an old priest who lived by the sea In revenge, the priest used his powers to hurl the whale into a deep canyon, causing a massive tremor. Gyeowin Valley is another wonder known for its ponds, cascades, and imposing ravines. Local residents believe that mythical beings such as elves and nature spirits dwell in this place. The valley is also home to lava caves, columnar basalts, and spectacular volcanic rocks. The Reykjadella Hot River is a fascinating spot located in the Stimu Valley of Reykjadella. Its beauty is linked with danger as it caused severe injuries to a tourist in April 2017. Despite this, bathing in the river remains popular and permitted. Kvernafoss waterfall offers a scenic view of the tall cliffs and lush greenery that surround it. Unlike many of the more crowded attractions in the country, this waterfall is less known among visitors. In the summer, the trail behind the falls opens up, providing unique angles and perspectives of the waterfall. Reykjanesviti is the oldest and most popular lighthouse in the country. The lighthouse is overseen by the Icelandic Maritime Administration, which is an organization responsible for the country's maritime security. Located close to the lighthouse is the Brimketit lava rock pool. It is a notable natural landmark formed by volcanic activities on the Reykjanes Peninsula. Coastal erosion has gradually carved this place into a basin-shaped pool over time, and according to local folklore, a giantess named Odne once lived in the area, giving it the name Odne's Pool. Kerith Crater Lake is a geological marvel situated in the Grimsness volcanic system. It is the youngest crater in the country, being only 6 millennia old. This location is famous for its striking red volcanic rocks which are due to the rare minerals found in the region. Some scientific theories suggest that the crater was once a cone-shaped volcano, but definitive proof to support this claim has yet to be found. Hengifoss Waterfall. It originates from the Hengifossa River and is known as the third tallest fall in the country. The flowing waters are surrounded by basaltic rock layers with traces of red clay, giving it the nickname Layer Falls. A traditional myth from the Cascade region tells the story of two men who witnessed a group of elves singing a hymn in this mystical setting. Turf houses served as a significant part of the country's livelihood and history. These semi-underground habitats consist of grassy roofs, flat stone foundations, and doors made of birch or driftwood. Historically, they were used not only by ordinary locals, but also by chieftains and powerful clans. First developed by the Vikings in the 9th century, its style and appearance evolved from longhouses to small, interconnected buildings. In the past, citizens had few options for residence besides fortresses or caves, leading them to build turf houses as temporary homes. Due to the constant maintenance required to keep the structures in good condition, it became typical to abandon them and construct new ones in different locations. It was not until the 20th century that turf houses became less common, subsequently turning them into a tourist attraction worthy of preservation. Today, turf houses are being restored and revived, combining modern design with traditional techniques. This is Iceland, a land full of natural wonders and incredible architectural marvels. Now, if you don't want to miss the greatest natural wonders of Austria, check out this video.